pressure, gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb. Inside the 20. Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 74 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe?
There he goes left side. 25-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They run again on first down. Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple.
47. Hey, 47. Let's go, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Corey Davis. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Box it. Yeah, 300.
Working from the gun. Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Well, this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
And down he'll go at the 25. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Hey, kill! 46.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 88.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Go back.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, 26. 26.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Inside. Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you black one. Jump out.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Right now, you got 58. Inside. Plant.
In motion, the tight end.
Go to 50.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hey, 88. Back north. Hey, 626. Come on. 26.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That's complete to Mooney.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The slot man in motion right. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Cook up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Number 50, hey, you block over here. Jump out!
Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting players on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Final play of the half, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So
both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit.
Left side, 36 yards on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throwing, Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a one-score game here in the third quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Here's Cook again. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Prescott from the gun.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Hey, 88. Hey, take 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Rodgers.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
46.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A give. This is Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now Lewis selects to return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got the first down and more. And down right around the 37. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Prescott, they're going to throw for him. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
26. Yeah, this. Get 300. Get 300.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to 1st down.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To the air again, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get Mike. Jump out. Go to 50.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
We are going. Over.
Cook following the penalty. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Flag.
To throw is Rodgers. Going for it all. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. Inside the 20. Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown! Michael Gallup.
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down, Jets.
No. Right.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the carry, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they will head back home next week.
Bye.